First night hiking of the trip. Alright, so I slept in until the last possible minute. Checkout was 11. I was out at 11. I was just enjoying the bed way too much. Stay was great, bed was comfortable, everything was clean. I would definitely stay again there. So if you're coming through Great Barrington, I know it's not the easiest place to find lodging, and it's definitely not the cheapest place on the trail, but Monument Mountain Motel was a good stay. And I'm just headed now to McDonald's to get just a few things to eat right before I hit the trail. And then this trail angel who actually drove me to the motel yesterday, his name's Pokey. I'll put a picture in the video, or I might have put one in yesterday. He's gonna drive me back to the trailhead. So yeah, later start today. Probably won't get on the trail till, I don't know, around noon, but I couldn't do an early start from a motel, especially paying that much money. I am on a budget, and you know, it is kind of a luxury to stay in a motel for me. So I just wanted to stay there as long as I could. So it'll be a shorter hiking day, but it was worth it to me. I needed the relaxation. Back on trail in Massachusetts. Don't have much left of Massachusetts. I think under 15 miles coming out of Great Barrington. So see how far I go today. It's about noon. There's also Bear Mountain, which is a little steep. Yeah, and the weather's weird. It's kind of just like rolling thunderstorms in these little patches throughout the day, and I can already hear some thunder in the distance, so probably a good chance I get wet again today, even after cleaning all my stuff and getting dry in the motel. So we will see how dry I stay today, and also how far I can get, and if I can get to the border before it gets too dark to set up camp. Not sure how well this is coming out, but hold on. Pretty sure those mountains over there where I'm going, and that big black cloud, it's definitely a thunderstorm. I've seen some lightning coming from that already, and it looks like there's rain like direct straight in front of me, right in the middle of the screen. That kind of looks like rain in front of me. And every so often I can just hear thunder. So I'd put the chance that I get wet today pretty high now. Alright, made it into the forest. A little sketchy field crossing with thunder, and I did see lightning. So I definitely wanted to make it out of the field and into the forest, which I've done. I also just passed the Shays Rebellion marker, which if you're a history nerd, I was a history major, is interesting. It's a really important case of Western Massachusetts farmers uprising against the government for, I think, increase in taxes, and they had a really hard time actually containing this group of farmers. So it was one of the it was a really important case to make the government stronger, to kind of be able to put down some of these uprisings. So it was a turning point in kind of the founding of state and federal strength in the early days of the United States. And as I say that, now I'm really getting rained on. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about US history and probably put my phone in a dry place. Here's a good view from my initial climb up Everett. Everett Mountain in Mass. Going southbound, oh, you can see some rain out over there. That's pretty cool. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, definitely some good rain there. Everett Mountain is a pretty steep climb. Probably the longest and steepest climb in the past few weeks. Maybe even steeper than anything in Vermont. I don't know. Kind of felt like it. But yeah, I'm not quite up Everett. I still have around a few miles and 1,000 feet to go up. And then it just kind of like goes up and down. And then there's Bear Mountain. I think I should be able to get either right before Bear Mountain or right after. And I think the state line is right around there too, so seems like that will be doable today. It's just hot and muggy and stormy, so not the best weather. I'd almost rather it be raining, like I said, so in previous videos, because it's cooler. But when it's muggy, it is muggy. But maybe that'll lift. I don't know. I've learned to not get my hopes up for this kind of stuff, but just saw that really cool owl. I don't know what kind of owl that was, but if you know what it is, let me know. I'll try and look this up, but yeah, I'm not good with like identifying birds and stuff like that. But that owl's pretty cool. It's just kind of perched up there, and yeah, it kind of turned its head and looked at me right when I was trying to get a photo, which was cool. And then I was able to get some good video and zoom in on it, but it was just hanging on that branch just like a stone, and it just turned its head and looked right at me, so that was pretty cool to see. But yeah, I have no idea what kind of owl that is, so let me know if you know. First one of these little orange salamanders. At the top of Mount Everett. You can see here from all the rain, here's the trail, and yeah, everything is pretty much underwater. But I'm also pretty wet. It's probably been the wettest day on trail, easily, between the early afternoon thunderstorms, and it really just hasn't really stopped since. Just every half hour or so, just getting drenched. So luckily it's hot, and I'm kind of baking in this right now that the rain kind of dissipated and the sun's out. So I'm gonna keep moving, get off this summit, but this is a pretty cool area. I'd say it's the hardest terrain in Mass, for sure. I think it was harder than Greylock, so just a little rockier, a little more climby. But yeah, pretty fun area. Which mountain is this?
I think this is Race Mountain.
Race Mountain? Well, man, Mount Race is pretty cool. It's so weird. Today it looks like it's like the middle of fall. It is, just for reference, late August. Mid to late August. Not sure if it's just certain types of trees or leaves are falling. right now, or if it was a drought. I know Mass has been in a huge drought, as well as the rest of the Northeast. But yeah, all today it's kind of been like the leaves are falling. It's autumn, but it's not. Just an update. I was hiking with Beacon for a few miles. Some really nice views over, I think, Mount Race. Now I'm headed towards the Massachusetts-Connecticut border, which is under 2 miles away. And then I want to get over Bear Mountain tonight and get into a campsite. Looks like the shelter that I wanted to stay at. And of course, the one night I'm like, you know what, I think I'll actually sleep in the shelter. I read in the comments it was demolished like 2 weeks ago. So I think I'll still just camp there, but I'm gonna be cutting it close tonight for daylight. Because yeah, I still need to get up and over Bear Mountain. And it's already about 6 o'clock, so not too much daylight left. Alright, so not only is it the third thunderstorm of the day, it's currently raining, and maybe I'll get a little thunder on the video, but I am now leaving Massachusetts. So once I go across this, I think it's like Sage Ravine, I'll be in Connecticut. So I'll see if I can do this and not drop my phone in the water like I did in New Hampshire. Nice. All right, welcome. You can't tell because I can't keep anything dry. Welcome to Connecticut. So yeah, I can't keep the towels that I usually use to clean my lens. Everything is wet today, and it's not drying. Let's see. Yeah, that's not any better. Well, there's a beautiful little place to go swimming right there. I think I'm just gonna call it on the video until I can clean my lens. So, yeah, I don't know. I might wrap it up when I get to camp. It's just too wet. I can't film anything. Nothing's coming out well, so we'll see. First night hiking of the trip. I promise the video looks a lot worse than it actually is. It's actually pretty clear where to go, but it looks really dark.